It's time to announce this week's Southern Tier Tuesdays winner. Congratulations to the Chenango River Theatre, the only fully professional nonprofit theater in the greater Binghamton area.
The nonprofit is being awarded $2,000 from Upstate Shredding and Adam and Clover Weitzman. With us now is the producing artistic director, Zach Curtis. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. First, tell us a little bit about, what the theater is, what you all do.
So, Chenango River Theatre, we're in our 16th year. We're up in Greene, the tiny village of Greene. We are a professional equity theater company, meaning we have an affiliation with Actors Equity Association, which is the national union for actors and stage managers. And we produce a 4-show season every year that goes from June to October. And we just are very fortunate to be in an area that not only has a really sort of bustling arts background, but also to be just slightly removed from the Binghamton area and be in this sort of wonderful rural setting that I think kind of sets us apart from a lot of organizations.
And you talk about a 4-show season. Are you allowed to tell us some of the shows that are coming? I know that's usually a big surprise, which is okay if you can't share, but or maybe tell us some of the previous ones that you've done.
Sure. I mean, I would love to tell you, except that I don't know that I know actually what we're doing. I mean, we have some things in mind. We won't announce our season probably until March, but we're looking at some area premieres, some shows that have not been done in the region before, and a couple of old sort of classics that people have seen. This last year, we just did a couple of really unique shows that haven't been on the air. We did a show called Men on Boats, which was about the people who charted the Colorado River, the men who traversed the river and discovered the Grand Canyon. That was played by a cast of 10 women. That was a really fun, sort of raucous show. We did a fun adaptation of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So we're usually trying to find the most interesting, kind of eccentric but very accessible pieces for our audiences.
And now, so you sort of rely on grants, donations to kind of make all of this happen?
Quite a bit. Almost no ticket, no theater really survives on its ticket sales. I wish we could say that we could, but it is with organizations like Upstate Shredding and all of our incredible sponsors and donors that sort of keep us going. In fact, we're right now in the middle of our Fall Appeal, which is our sort of big fundraiser for the year. We do a couple of them throughout the year, but this is really the one where we just ask for end-of-year support from patrons and donors. And it sort of keeps us, it's the funding that then moves us into the spring to do things like pick the season, decide what we want to do. There's a lot of behind-the-scene work that happens in the off-season.
And like you were saying, donations kind of are everything. So with this $2,000 grant that you were awarded, what will you be doing with this money?
A lot of this will go towards, we've been doing in the off-season the last year or so some renovations of our building. We bring in actors from out of town. We have actors that come from New York City. We had actors from Chicago this year, and they actually reside at the theater. We have housing there for them, and so we're upgrading that housing, doing things to make the experience better for them. We're working on our kitchen and things like that, just to some behind-the-scenes stuff that audiences don't necessarily see, but definitely make the experience better across the board for everyone, audience and company alike.
And now, when it comes to donations, grants like this, how much of a difference does it make?
It's incredible. I mean, we're a relatively small budgeted theater, and so every donation makes a huge difference. But something like this, I mean, this is a good chunk of our off-season funding, and so it's just really nice to have the support of the area, and also just knowing that people want a theater like this to exist. They want, theater in the rural parts of upstate New York, and that it's not just going towards big ticket items, but that there are small organizations that really benefit from that kind of support.
Yeah, the greater Binghamton area, I think, has a wonderful display of arts, and I think people really, really do enjoy that. And you touched on this earlier a little bit, the Fall Appeal. Tell us a little bit more about that and what that entails.
So it really is pretty simple, is that it's an ask for donations. But we use it to basically supplement the end of the year. We did we had a really wonderful season this year, but as every arts organization in the country is, we were down in attendance. We saw about a 35% drop from 2019, which is the last full year that we did. And that's going to take us a little while to build that back. So things like our fall appeal really sort of help sort of supplement that, fill in the cracks, as it were, to get us where we need to be. And again, it goes into a lot of the pre-planning. There's a lot of work in the off-season that no one really sees, for us to suddenly in April, on April 1st, be able to step forward and say, here's what the year's going to look like, here's tickets, you know, we're ready to go. So even when we're dark, we're still very busy over at the theater. And so all of this support really makes a huge difference.
Yeah. And so is it mainly online, any in-person events happening with this?
No, right now it's you can go to our website, www.chenangorivertheatre.org, and donate there. You can also call our administration that's on the website and donate by credit card or in person, I guess is the way to say it, or mail. But no, what we will have, we have a large gala event that we do in the spring. We do a large raffle in the middle of the season to sort of have support there. And then obviously we're always looking for co-producers and sponsors, season sponsors, things like that, advertising. You know, one of the things about being a small nonprofit is, especially as an arts organization, is we'll find any way to get support, because all of it, literally every penny we make goes towards the product that goes out onto the stage.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us this morning, and congratulations again on winning Southern Cheer Tuesdays. We'll keep our eyes out for when you announce things in March, April, that time, so we're ready for the show season. We'll get some more of those details to you right now. In preparation for the 2023 season, the Chenango River Theatre is hosting its 16th annual Fall Appeal fundraiser. All fundraising goes directly towards bringing you hysterical comedies, toe-tapping musical offerings, and a wonderfully intimate drama. You can send in a donation online or via the postal service. The 2023 season is expected to be announced in March.
For more on previous grant recipients, be sure to check out Southern Tier Tuesdays on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and be sure to make every Tuesday count. Southern Tier Tuesdays has one more week remaining to receive nominations for January 2023 grants. Go to southerntiertuesdays.com today and all this week to place a nomination for your favorite organization.